Hello and welcome to Caribbean Vibrations, TV's #1 Caribbean show. I'm your host and guide, Alan, and today we are coming to you from the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada. Here's what's coming up on today's show. We got a chance to visit Clarkes Court Bay Marina, House of Chocolate, Gouyave Nutmeg Processing Station, and went on a Kalinago Island Life Experience tour. But first up, we learn about what Grenada has to offer its tourists and investors right now on Caribbean Vibrations. You're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we are here at the Grenada Investment Development Corporation with the CEO, Mr. Che Keens-Douglas. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing excellently. Thank you very much for asking, and welcome to Grenada.
So Grenada, people know it as a beautiful island. They know Grand Anse Beach. They know about the nutmeg, the spice, all the great rums you guys do. But the GIDC, which is the Grenada Investment Development Corporation, what do you guys do?
The Grenada Investment Development Corporation is a statutory body that literally sits in the crossroads of business for Grenada. So all business that is developed, started, initiated, supported, and facilitated goes through GIDC. Our function is ultimately to create jobs and to support business. Grenada is a hidden paradise. And I say hidden because, tourists know of it, and we have a very high return rate of the tourists that do come here. But specifically in the area of business, Grenada is fantastic for business. You have a pro-business government. You have one of the safest environments in the world, a very, very low crime rate. We've been changing the way that we do business to make sure that it facilitates and eases the woes of the businessmen when they are looking to invest in other shores. We have seen an uptick in the interest in Grenada recently. Grenada actually enjoys favorable statuses and trade deals with both the European continents, Cuba, and then of course the United States and surrounding South American countries. So in that regard, it's excellently placed. It's right off the shores of both South America and the United States. And so we're literally undiscovered business paradise for those who are yet to find their ways to the shores.
Now, is there a primary focus or a certain type of industry that you guys are pushing towards right now?
Well, I'm glad that you asked. We've also very recently begun to put more and more stress on the blue industries. Now, this is an interesting concept because it represents sort of coastal and marine type industry. Grenada is 144 square miles. That includes the two other islands. So you might imagine we actually have more territory in the sea than we do in the land. But now we're looking at making Grenada this blue gem in the middle of the Caribbean that supports all things blue. And with that comes all the green bits and pieces that supports that, because we like to say it's from ridge to reef, and so therefore it includes the sea. So we're green, we're blue, we're positive, and we're moving forward with projects that will make Grenada one of the more sustainable type industry in the world. We're an agricultural country. We have some of the most fertile soil in the world. It's fantastic for growing just about anything. We like to say, throw it to the ground, it'll grow. There's no need to dig a hole. We're also seeing sort of an emerging medicinal agriculture business that is untapped in terms of its total potential. And so there'll be a lot that will be going into that in the next few years. But the field is open. You can plant just about anything here. And I mean anything, and you know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's perfect. I really want to thank you for your time. Is there a website or another way people can get information?
Absolutely. You can always go to Invest Grenada and you'll find us waiting there for you.
Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. And again, don't be a stranger.
Perfect. And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV.
I'm Conor Holmes. I'm the General Manager of K Group and Clarkes Court Boatyard Marina. Kelly and I had known each other and had a very vague plan that we wanted to work together in the marine construction business. Kelly's got a construction background and Kelly is based in St. Vincent. So he was offered an opportunity down here to buy this property, and I was very comfortable being in Grenada because I know Grenada. I've worked in Grenada for quite a few years, and Kelly then had someone who he knew and was now working with them that knew Grenada, knew the people in Grenada, knew who to talk to, knew introducing GIDC, introducing to people that we needed to help out with starting up the business. So it became very easy. It just became easy for me to say, well, look, here's the GIDC, and this is this bank, this is this lawyer, these people will look after you. And it gave Kelly a comfort that he was able to do it, but it was about having the belief and having the faith and deciding to come here. But I mean, if I can be nice about the GIDC, I mean, they were just like super receptive. It was like Kelly and I were driving around and we met up with a mutual friend and he said, go and speak to the GIDC. And we kind of went, yeah, okay. And we went and met them, and it was just like we just sat down and we said, this is the property and this is what we want to do. And they very quickly gave us a route map. They said, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this, you put this in place, you put this in place, you do these permissions. And then it was like, what do you need for us to facilitate? And that's what they did. So that gave him huge confidence straight away. They'd convene a meeting of the board, you would make a presentation to the board about what you wanted to do, and they would say, well, this will work, this won't work, this is realistic, this is unrealistic. So they're very proactive, very accurate in their information. There's a region in the Caribbean which is between St. Vincent and Grenada, which is just paradise for these guys sailing. It's easy, it's cheap, you know, the water's beautiful, there's wildlife, it's unspoiled, it's safe. But every boat is the same thing. It's essentially, don't put it in the sea. They rot, they fall apart, they break, they need constant work and attention. And as a boat owner, he knew that basically, if you build a boatyard, every man that owns a boat is just going to have to come here and haul out and get the work done. So that was why we chose it. That's why we decided to do it. It made a lot of sense. It was pretty much a feeling that Kelly had that he knew it could work. And it was also, we got huge support from everybody within the industry. Everyone just said, yeah. I mean, no one said to us, oh no, we're fine. Or no one ever said to us, no, you don't need to do it. Everyone said, yeah, build it, build it, build it. And the great thing is that we're getting huge support from our customers, huge support from government, everybody. They want us to grow and grow and grow. And it's benefiting everybody. And ultimately, we believe that the more revenue we generate, the better it'll be for everyone. It's more employment, and employment's a good thing. It brings money in. Because ultimately, the developer is the one that has to kind of think, okay, like, front out the money. So they tend to be risk takers, but what it is all about mitigating your risk. You say, okay, so we got the equipment, we got the team, we've got the knowledge of the people, and now we've got the government processes that will allow these things to happen. So he kind of took a breath and said, okay, let's go for it. And we did.
You're watching Caribbean Vibrations. Give us a call at 416-451-8596 or email us at caribbeanvibrationstv@gmail.com.
Caribbean Vibration.
Don't forget to follow us on social media at Caribbean TV.
Caribbean Vibration.
While in the Spice Island of Grenada, one of the things you have to do is take a hiking tour in Grenada National Park. Here's some scenes. Grenada is the second largest exporter of nutmeg. We took a journey to the Gouyave Nutmeg Processing Station in St. John's to learn more.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Gouyave Processing Station, and I am Frank. Well, I'll give you all the detail about our nutmeg in Grenada. And this nutmeg into Grenada was not native to Grenada. It was brought into Grenada from Indonesia, and it was planted to our estate named Belvedere as a trial test in 1843. As it full on the trees, then it opened in two halves by itself on the trees. And these nutmeg drop onto the ground for quite a period of time, and then it begins to grow. And then the farmers go around and harvest these plants and plant it into their own lands. So this is how nutmeg established in Grenada. Before the Hurricane Ivan, they used to have 7,000 nutmeg farmers in this island. but they don't have 7,000 anymore because of Hurricane Ivan destroyed 90% of the nutmeg trees in Grenada. There are 3 processing stations on the island. There's one in the parish of St. Andrews, one in the parish of St. Max, and this is the biggest one here in the parish of St. John's. The countries that we export nutmeg to, Holland is one of the biggest buyers for nutmeg, then Hamburg, then United Kingdom, then United States, also Canada. Where they export to the Caribbean country like Trinidad, Barbados, Jamaica, St. Lucia, Antigua, okay? But the biggest buyer for nutmeg is Holland, and then Hamburg. The nutmeg spray and the nutmeg cream is used for medicine. And the medicine is what you use for the arthritis, for rheumatism. And you can use it like for muscular joints, aches and pains, also cramps and sprains, also inflammation joints and back pains, also the arthritis. Where you have the pains, you apply it directly on the spot and then you get an instant relief. Okay, so when you come into Grenada, we're hoping to see you into the nutmeg factory to do a tour. And we're hoping to see you again.
Another must-stop on your trip to Grenada is its capital city, St. George's, for a tasting at the House of Chocolate.
Welcome to the House of Chocolate, and I am Kendra. Cacao was introduced to Grenada in the year 1714. Did you know cacao is actually a fruit? Its scientific name, Teobroma cacao, which means food of the gods. Here in Grenada, we got 3 types of cacao beans: Criollo, Forestario, Trinitario. The Trinitario is a hybrid of the Criollo and Forestario and is the most expensive cacao beans. The cacao tree only grows in the tropical region, and that is 21 to 32 degrees Celsius year-round. Once you got that temperature, you're in for some cacao. Once you're in Grenada, don't forget to check out the House of Chocolate Grenada Museum. Hope to see you soon.
More Caribbean Vibrations TV after the break. Velvet cheesecake. Ooh. You're watching Caribbean Vibrations, and we are here at the Kalinago Beach Resort, about to take on something they call the Island Life Experience. But you know what? I might mess that up. So I'm going to ask Jaleel, what are we doing today?
And we're just making a line. We don't know where we're going to end up, but Kalinago, what we do basically, we're going to bring out our family, which is you guys. We're going to bring you out with the rum. We're going to bring you out to show you our island life experience. This is the family. You come out to the family. We've got Karim here on my left from the kitchen, and we've got the big man himself who's going to be driving us all about. We don't know where we might end up in a rum shop. We might end up in a fort. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. We're live in.
So stay tuned right now. You're going to see the Island Life Experience tour from Kalinago Beach Resort while we're in Grenada. Our first stop was the infamous Fort Frederick in St. George's.
Now, the name Frederick was first given after King George III. His second son's name was Frederick at that time. And right now, the name of this fort, where we are standing 800 feet above sea level, is Fort Frederick. And it was really built or started by the French back in the 17th century. But the French and British, they mainly had battle 14 times, exchanging hands back and forth. Now, the Treaty of Versailles was signed when the French gave back the islands to the British. And right now, we are independent, the 7th February 1974. But mainly it was built on the highest point in order to protect the harbor and to view whatever enemy or whatever was coming in at that point. So from this point, you will be seeing the entire capital, St. George's, where approximately 35,000 people live. For example, you can see the international airport on your left-hand side, 10,000 feet runway. And in the 17th century and the 18th century and the 19th century, the Concorde landed here. And we also had the Boeing 747. Right. So any plane can be landed on our international airport here in Grenada.
We then traveled to St. David for a rum tasting at Westerhall Estates. We ended our island life experience with a lime at Les Suggestions Beach.
Well, I do hope that you all have enjoyed the information that was given here this afternoon. Please, when you get back to Canada, tell your friends and family that Alice in Wonderland is waiting patiently for them to come to Grenada. And I wish you all God's blessing and a safe flight back to Canada.
You're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we're at the beautiful Kalinago Beach Resort. Speaking of the resort manager, Mr. Jaleel Moore, how are you doing today?
I'm not too bad, Alan. How are you?
I'm just great. I want to say thank you, first of all, for hosting us this week. It's been a great experience. But one of the things that popped into my mind was Kalinago. What does that mean?
Actually, a lot of people don't know. It's a very good question. Kalinago actually means Carib in their native tongue. So it should be the Kalinagobian rather than the Caribbean. You know, so that's what Kalinago means. It's the native Amerindian people that was originally from Grenada.
But I actually love that because, I mean, that was one of the things that we all noticed as a crew when we stayed here was we got more of an authentic Grenadian experience.
Well, yeah, the resort itself is actually local. It's third generation owned. It's a unique property, right? Meaning it's a boutique, right? So you can't class it as one of the big upscale, but it has the luxury of the upscale, but it packs a punch. It's small, but the thing is, as I said, it's family, right? So what we try to do is we try to be your family on the island. And that's the whole ethos amongst all the team. We bring you on a local line. We do local things with you, and the food. The entire menu is local. Everything is sourced locally. Our chefs are top of the line. They get inspiration from international chefs, so they actually fuse the two. So we're trying to bring Grenadian hospitality to another level.
And I love that because, I mean, like you said, it was very much family, hospitable. The food was amazing. But one of the things I think that is so cool is that right now we just walk out to the beach.
Right from your room, straight out, 3 steps, literally 3 steps. If you're drunk, it might be 1 or 2. You might just jump out and jump in, but it's literally right there, right? And you know what, we're lucky about, we're only 29 rooms, and we share the property, the beach actually, which is 1.5 miles of white sand beach, with our sister property, which is actually Holiday Beach Resort, and we're only 29 rooms, they're only 20 rooms, so it's not a lot of traffic. You can come here, you can just enjoy yourself, feel safe, you can just get in the water, and it's really good because we're in a cove, so it's great for families.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell our Caribbean Vibration viewers?
Well, Caribbean Vibration TV, it was a pleasure having you guys here with us in Grenada, and I would love to welcome every single one of you guys at home, sitting, looking at how beautiful the island is and how beautiful this resort is, and just come on, we're family already. Alan says so, I said so. This is my big brother. Yeah, he's been trying to jump me.
No, does this still have something called under the counter? You gotta get it when you come here. When you come to the bar, under the counter. And thank you so much for some amazing Grenadian hospitality. The show has not been here for a long time. We're so glad we came and partnered with you guys.
Thank you so much.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV. Come on, see that? Nice, nice. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Carib Vibe TV. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Caribbean Vibrations. You're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we are here in the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada, speaking with Miss Francine Stewart from the Grenada Tourism Authority. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Okay. Now, we're lucky enough we get to talk to you, the marketing manager, about all the great things that Grenada has to offer. But for those people who don't know, what makes Grenada a great tourism destination?
Well, Alan, Grenada is a destination that is just untouched. It's pure. We have a wide array of white sand beaches, as you can see. We have unspoiled landscapes. Our people are friendly and authentic, and we just want people to come and connect with the lifestyle that we live here. We live a very simple lifestyle, and most travelers now want to connect with a simple lifestyle, a simple way of enjoying a vacation, and we can offer that. We're also known as the Spice of the Caribbean, so we want people to come and explore our foods, our different spices. We have a farm to table kind of concept We have a bean to bar chocolate. We have our nutmeg. We have food that is considered medicine as well. So we think it's a destination. When you come, there's something here for everyone. There's something here for families, for couples, romance, for divers, for sailors, cruise ship. Just jump on a cruise ship and explore the island for the day. We have so much that you can do here in a day that just makes you want to come back.
Well, this is our first time coming back in a long time, and one thing I gotta say to people, listen to me, your food. You guys do not get enough rating on your food. So tell me about some of the foods that you guys have here in Grenada.
Yes, I must agree with you. Our food is awesome. Our food is authentic and real. Everything you will hear me talking about Grenada, I always have to say pure, because we are pure about everything. Grenada is a little melting pot as well, so you will get a wide array of cuisines here as well. In terms of Indian, so we have a bit of East Indian, we have a bit of Jamaican, so you will hear different things here that you can eat. Sometimes you hear it a different name in a different island, but you're like, I know this, but it's called something different here. But our food, a lot of people really enjoy our food, and because we're known as the spice of the Caribbean, that's another reason we want persons to come to Grenada and enjoy everything that we have here in terms of our food.
Perfect. Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell our Caribbean Vibration viewers?
Our beaches, we have a wide variety of beaches in terms of we're a volcanic island, so you would expect different colors of sand. So with the black sand is very popular, the coral sand, of course the white sand is what everybody loves. I must also touch about our underwater sculpture park. We have the first underwater sculpture park in the world, and it's been rated by the National Geographic, and that's another reason persons can come, and you can either snorkel it or you can dive it. And even the snorkeling, any age group can do snorkeling of the underwater sculpture park. It's only about 30 to 40 feet deep, so snorkeling you can see all of the statues.
Now, if people want to get in touch with you guys, how can they do that?
One of the main stops is puregrenada.com, and then you can send us an email and we will take it from there for you.
Well, thank you so much, Francine.
Thank you.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV. Thanks for watching this week's edition of Caribbean Vibrations TV, coming to you from the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada. If you want to check us out on social media, you can on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at CaribVibe TV, or check out episodes at CaribbeanVibrationsTV.com. I'm your host, Guide Allen, and we'll see you next time on Caribbean Vibrations TV.
Never know someone could have loved me like you. Never know someone. Never know someone could have loved me like you. Never know.
Sentimental feeling. This love is real. Girl, you possess the charm that keep me warm. Do it.
Never know someone.